So if you're watching this video and you're not a robot, check here. Hey goodies, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Marilyn and I'm bringing you all things beauty, fashion, lifestyle. So if you like that kind of stuff, go ahead and subscribe right now because we have another review, another concealer review, okay? Okay guys, so on my face, I do have a portion of my makeup done. I have on the new Fenty Eavesdrop Stick Foundation in the shade 21. I did a review on that, so definitely check it out. Huge fan of this stick foundation or skin tint. Huge fan. This is again the shade 21. Right now I have my hair in a few little pink curls in the front because I do want to have like a body bob so we can have a real look once we're done. But yeah, my makeup is done. I have my lashes on, my eyebrows, all that. So I don't have my concealer and bronzer and blush, which I'll finish that up after we do the concealer. But while I was returning the Makeup by Mario concealer, which I am really not a fan of, really don't like that one, I end up getting something from Sephora, which is the Tower 28 concealer. Okay, I've been seeing some things about it and the people like it, so let's see if I like it. It's called the Swipe Serum Concealer. So it's a hydrating concealer that supposedly goes on more like a serum for a natural finish, and it has medium coverage as far as the concealer goes. It has 20 shades. Yeah, it has 20 shades, which is pretty good for a concealer. The shade that I decided to pick up was 14.0. So this is like a yellowy olive undertone concealer. I didn't want it to be super bright, but I did want it to be brightening. So we're gonna go ahead and finish up the look and see. Let's see how this goes, okay? But I've heard good things about it. Hopefully I like it because I really don't like returning things. It's too much. It's too much. Okay, so I'm in a little closer. This is the packaging. Let me do this here so you can see it a little better. It has this cute little light purple tab, and it just says Tower 28 on this like acrylic container. And let's see what the wand looked like. So this is the wand. I believe it has the flexible, yeah, it has that flexible sponge tip there, and this is the shade. Okay, so let's go ahead and apply it. I know right off the bat when I put it on my hand, it's very smooth, really thin, so it absolutely does glide on like it claims. So let's see how it covers the under eye. Like I really honestly don't really have dark circles, so that portion of it we won't be able to see, but we'll see how it applies and how it lays as far as lines go, because everybody I know has lines under their eye and nobody wants them to settle. Okay, we don't want a concealer that enhances that. So let's see how it goes. So since the formula says hydrating, I'm assuming I can apply my concealer all over, let it sit for a while. It shouldn't really dry too fast from what I'm thinking. So let's go ahead and apply some here. Here. A little bit there, oops, a little bit there. Let's see. Lift this part here. I always put concealer right here on my cupid's bow to highlight this area. Yeah. So let's just go ahead and, since this medium coverage, I'll just go ahead and do a few swipes here. Okay. So it feels really lightweight. So this is what it looks like close up before we blend it out. Okay, now I'm gonna blend mine with, I'm gonna blend it with a sponge. So let's try it first with a sponge. Okay, yeah, I like the way it blends with the sponge, so I'll stick with the sponge. I know if you want to have more coverage, a brush is probably the best way to go, but this blends out pretty nicely with the sponge, so I'm fine with it. And that's what I normally do when I blend my concealer, is use a sponge. There are times where I'll probably use a brush, but that's probably because my sponge is dirty. So yeah. So it's blending really easy, as you can probably see. Yeah, I like that. Can you guys see? Alright guys, so this is what the concealer looks like on the skin. Looks pretty buttery. I want to add another layer and see what it does as far as building it. But like it says, it's a medium coverage, and right now it just lays over my skin really nicely. But let's do another layer and see what happens, girl. Let's see. I'm gonna put a little bit there and a little there just to build the coverage. Okay, and go ahead and blend that out. I love the way it's blending though under my eyes. I really like it I like it layered like this. Yeah, this is so pretty. I really love the shade as well. It reminds me of my the e.l.f. hydrating concealer. I have the shade Deep Chestnut, I think it's called, and this shade is very similar to that. All right, so before I put any setting powder or anything, I want you just to see close up what it looks like. This is a pretty yellow shade. So on my skin tone, it looks really good, but just keep in mind it's pretty yellow. Okay, let me just see if I can turn the light down a little bit, if it's gonna change how it looks. Okay, this is the light down. Almost, to me it doesn't really look that different, but I just turned the ring light down so you guys can see, you know, see it more as far as the color goes. But so far so good. I'm gonna go ahead and continue my makeup. I'm gonna do my cream products. So I'll go ahead and do my bronzer and my cream blush and then set this. But so far so good. I love the way it applies. I love the way it feels. Okay, kitty, so I'm back. It's actually been about 30 minutes, but look at my face. Everything came out so pretty, including my hair. I look like such a soccer mom. Real grown. Love this. But my face came out really pretty. I really love this concealer, and the reason I like it, the two main reasons, is the shade is really nice, as well as the consistency. Now, because it is a thinner formula, there's no way for it to be cakey under the eyes, and it absolutely does lay like a serum, like it claims. So if you have fine lines, a serum like concealer would be in your favor, because you don't want anything too thick, you know what I mean, to kind of settle in those lines. This concealer lays really smooth. It's set really well with the setting powder that I chose, which is my ride or die setting powder. I love it. It's the MAC Studio Fix, it's a long damn name, what is it? The MAC Studio Fix Pro Set Blur Weightless Loose Powder, and I have medium dark or medium deep, something like that. Everything is linked below, but it's set beautifully with that setting powder, and it does not like gather or cake under the eyes. Even if you have very dark circles, I believe that even though this is a medium coverage, I believe it will cover it, because you can layer it. It layers nicely. So if you apply 2 layers, it is not gonna look too much. It's not gonna look cakey, which is what you want when it comes to concealer, because I don't care like who you are, you have some sort of line under your eye. If you don't have a line under the eye, then you're probably a bot. Like, you're probably like a robot or something, because who doesn't have a line or a crease under their eyes? Like, only bots, from what I know. So if you're watching this video and you're not a robot, check here. Okay, check here. But yeah, seriously, this is a really great concealer, and I would definitely recommend it. So it'll be added to my favorite concealers, because I really do like it, and I love the way that it feels on my skin, because I don't feel nothing. That's how I want to feel. Nothing. I don't want to feel anything. And this does just that. I actually want darker shade. I want a dark shade to use as a like my bronzer or contour. So on your sort of lightweight days or your natural makeup days, you just do a couple dots under the eye, use the darker color as a bronzer or like a contour. That would be really nice, because once I felt the texture, I was like, I might get the darker shade. That way I can use it for those type of looks. So I don't know, girl, I'm looking cute, so I think you should get it. I like it. I think you should get it. I'm not going to be taking this back to the store because it worked out well. Okay, kitty, so hopefully you've enjoyed the video, and you have already subscribed, because you're planning on coming back to watch other videos. You. All right, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions, you can always leave them in the comments. But thank you again so much for watching. Bye.